Section 45, Stained Glass, San Pedro Calungsod. Now let's turn to the right side of the cathedral where we find a stained glass window honoring San Pedro Calungsod. Pedro was born in the Visayas in 1654, and early on, he served as a sacristan who helped in the liturgy and assisted priests at Mass. As he grew, he also studied the catechism, showing a deep understanding of the faith. Because of this, at the very young age of 14, he was selected to accompany Jesuit missionaries to the Marianas Islands, what we know today as Guam. There, Pedro and the missionaries devoted themselves to teaching the native Chamorros, helping many come to know and embrace the Christian faith. After 3 years of mission work, tensions on the island escalated and persecution of Christians intensified. Despite the danger, Pedro and the Jesuit priest he assisted, Father Diego Luis de San Vitores, chose not to leave. They remained there, committed to their mission of evangelization. Sadly, that decision cost them their lives. In 1672, both were attacked and killed for their faith. Through the shedding of their blood, they became witnesses to Christ in the most literal sense. Shortly after their martyrdom, the church began the process of beatifying Father Diego, but larger concerns pulled attention away from the cause. The largest of these concerns was the Protestant Reformation and the church's response through the Counter-Reformation. Over time, the documents and process of beatification for Father Diego were forgotten. Fortunately, in 1981, while the Diocese of Guam was preparing for its 20th anniversary, the original manuscripts regarding Father Diego's cause for sainthood were rediscovered. Hearing of this, Cardinal Ricardo Vidal, then Archbishop of Cebu, petitioned the Vatican to initiate the process for Pedro Calungsod's beatification as well. What followed was nearly 4 decades of careful work, gathering testimony, verifying historical documents, and affirming miracles attributed to Pedro's intercession. Finally, in 2012, Pope Benedict XVI canonized San Pedro Calungsod at St. Peter's Square in Rome. Today, he is honored as the patron saint of sacristans and catechists. This stained glass, like most artistic depictions of San Pedro, presents him in a white camisa chino, simple and humble, reflecting the life of a lay catechist. He carries the Doctrina Christiana, the first book printed in the Philippines, which was used to teach the fundamentals of the Christian faith. In one hand, he holds a green palm, which, as we said, is the traditional symbol of martyrdom. Around his neck hangs a rosary, a sign of his devotion to the Blessed Virgin Mary. Through San Pedro Calungsod, we are reminded that sanctity is not about age or status, but about faithfulness to Christ, even to the end. We can now go to the next station, and once again, because we don't need to change location, we'll go straight to the topic.